Hello everyone and welcome to an exciting new replay brought to you by Clan Team Cheese Factory. This game comes from a weekly Platinum tournament, and this is in one of the finals. It's a best of 7 series. This one played on Metalopolis. The blue Protoss will be spawning at the 6 o'clock position. That's Tom Sturgis. The red Protoss is TCF Nick at the 3 o'clock position. To give some history into this game, right now it is 2-1 in the series, and Nick has been facing 4-gate from Tom Sturgis this game. He's been 4-gating most of the tournament, as Protoss are apt to do because it's such a strong all-in one-base attack. At the Platinum level, macro is a little bit more difficult for these players, so what you'll often see is large, significant attacks. The strategy for TCF Nick here was to get a faster attack going and beat Tom at his own game. As you can see, a 10 pylon is going up, much faster than the original 9 pylon that's common in Protoss play, and a wall-in of the gateway. So Tom sends an early scout and catches the first gateway, which comes at 10 control, right after the pylon is built. Normally a gateway will come between 12 and 14 control. This is the strategy reason for this is to get a very fast gateway in cybernetics core, so Warpgate research can be done very quickly. As you can see, Tom Sturgis is putting up his own gateway. He's a little bit behind, but he put it down a little bit sooner because he saw Nick's gateway going down. What we can see in TCF Nick's base is a little bit of harassment, a little bit of scouting. It's normally very difficult to chase that scout away because until a non-melee unit is formed, which is a stalker for Protoss. So Nick is chasing the probe around, which is normally a waste of time in PvP play. You see the assimilator go down at 13, the cybernetics core go down almost as soon as the gateway is finished. And Tom is also going for a very quick cybernetics core and very quick gas. He's looking to keep up and try to 4-gate and come up with a parity type strategy. But he got a little bit behind with that proton. You can see Nick slightly ahead with the cybernetics core. And Nick has cut probes at 17. He hasn't built another pylon. Tom has built 2 pylons here, which will slow him down a little bit in terms of the amount of money he'll be able to use to build gateways early. But you can see he's continuing with his economy, and if Nick falls behind in attack, Tom's economy will eventually overwhelm him. So this is going to be a very time-sensitive, quick game. You can see that Warpgate research is being researched very quickly and chrono-boosted by both players. Nick is slightly ahead in Warpgate research, and he has just dropped an additional 3 gateways. This is a novel strategy for Protoss because, as you can see, this forms a full wall. So what Nick has done is left 2 probes outside of his base and started building proxy pylons. This prevents Tom from getting inside the base. He can still see the gateways, but he won't be able to send a quick zealot to get in there and take out a pylon or his production or his probes or anything. So as you can see, the quick zealot is coming up to the base. He's stuck at the ramp, trying to break through. Warpgate research is being chrono boosted and researching very quickly. It looks like all of these gateways will finish before Warpgate research is ready. And Nick is meanwhile warping pylons around Tom's base in various locations, trying to keep the 1 probe alive, but having 2 backup pylons. Usually about 3 to 4 pylons are needed for the first wave of zealots, and after that, zealots can be produced non-stop. You can see that Tom does not have the ability to stop these pylons just yet. He doesn't have enough units. He's got 1 stalker, which he managed to trap because he didn't set a rally point outside of his gateway, and this is very exciting. Nick is beginning to warp in 2 zealots. Nick sees the stalker here and realizes that he'll need a stalker himself to get to that point. So Nick puts his units back on gas. Normally after 50 gas, Protoss, if they're doing an all-in Korean Warpgate, will build only zealots and overwhelm units with zealots. When you're kiting zealots, if an opponent is kiting zealots against a Korean 4-gate, normally just overwhelming with zealots and attacking the economy will be enough to make the kiting kind of useless, because overall they'll be able to keep So you see a little bit of micro here from the 1 stalker that gets warped in. The zealots is trying to keep alive. It's not working too well, but Tom's a little bit behind in economy. He had to pull his probes off mining. Now some probes are being lost. see the total losses. There's 950 resources lost for Blue. It looks pretty bleak at this moment. Right now, there's one Stalker running around. Tom is trying desperately to bring in Stalkers to kite those Zealots. But again, the Zealots are being split up and overwhelming the Stalkers. Plus, the Stalkers that Nick's building are now able to take out the rest of Tom's units. And it looks like game over at this point. So he's going to attack the gateway and just kind of finish off the game here. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. But Tom has no more resources, has lost all his probes, and that's a GG. And that's exactly how you execute a Korean war game.